Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, evening, whatever time of day it might be that you're watching this. Just wanted to give you guys a recap of my week, what it's like my first week going to school as a person who is legally blind, visually impaired, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm living. My first week of school in college, I've haven't been to class in over 24 years. So this is my first time in a classroom setting in over 24 years in this first week. And let me tell you, it was tough. A lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving parts, and a lot of learning curves. And as a blind person, I wanted to share with you all a little bit of what my preparedness takes, what it entails, as opposed to you all. Can't speak for everybody. I can speak for myself. I'm sure most of you that are listening have had college experience, and if you haven't, and you're thinking about going to school, let me tell you, it's worth it. It's worth it. Don't let anything get in your way. So my first week was a learning curve with learning how to communicate with my teachers properly along the lines of what it is that I need. As I said before, I haven't been to school in over 24 years. Therefore, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how the teaching, how the back and forth was going to be between the instructors and myself, how a classroom setting is, what they were going to use. I'll give you guys examples: whiteboards, TV screens, computers. I'm going to a physical campus. I'm going into a classroom setting, and they're still asking for us to do a lot of things online on certain type of platforms that the school uses, etc. And all of those things were really stressing me out due to my visual impairment and my ability to not use a computer all that well. But we worked through it this week and we figured it out. I turned in my assignments, and along with learning how to communicate with my teachers, I've attempted to come up with tools for myself that I can approach the teachers or my professors with this week, letting them know that after sitting in class a week, in my first week in school, and I've come up with some ways where hopefully it's easier for them and easier for me to learn. An example of that is I'm in an English class. The teacher is writing something on the whiteboard, and I can't see what she's writing. And she's asking us to participate. And when she's writing, she's asking, what word is this a contraction of? Well, I can't see the board. So everyone else is participating, and I don't get to in that aspect. And then she asked me not to speak in class to my note taker, but I was asking my note taker what it was that was being written on the board. That way I can participate in class. So this is one of the challenges that I face being a new student with a disability that I haven't had my whole life, that I am learning to adjust to, learning to live with, and that is a progressive disease and something that changes continually in my life. I hope it doesn't. I hope I don't go blind completely, but the prognosis is that I will completely lose my eyesight. And yes, I have hope that I'll be able to see one day. And I have all this hope that medical science and technology, whatever may come, may help me gain my eyesight. But I also have hope that I learn how to live with this, because I need to keep on living. Another adjustment that I had to make this week, or not adjustment, but a different way that I prepare and the things that I have to do that are extra steps as opposed to someone that is sighted, is learning where the restrooms were this week. I didn't learn where the restrooms were until Thursday. I learned where one restroom was, and I used that one restroom all week. Now, a part of that is me being ashamed of being blind and having a helper. And the other thing is asking my helper to walk me to the restroom. I got to know my note taker. She is an amazing person. She helps me out big time. I felt comfortable enough with her on Thursday, and I asked her if she wouldn't mind showing me where the restrooms were. But most of the week, I had to hold my my restroom until I was able to make it to the one where I knew where it was. So for something that small, for you all that can see, it's easy. You walk in, you see a restroom, you hop right in, you hop right out, you know where they are, you start remembering where they are. I had to take that extra step this week. And my other goal this week, and something that I had to work towards getting to, was getting to the cafeteria and learning how to order and where to walk and how to sit and maneuver in there. And I was able to accomplish that this Friday. And it was a good week. Keeping up with the way my teachers want notes written and stuff like that, that's handwritten, I feel like I am cheating because I have a note taker. And since I do have some sight and I do have some sight ability, as many headaches as I may get from it, or I get dizzy and my eyes get tired, I still attempt to use as much sight as I can. And with that being said, I do have a note taker, and there's an advantage of taking notes is you see it, you write it, you read it as you write it. You have 3 forms of memorization there, as opposed to me hearing it one time and then reading it from my notes. Once my note taker is able to take what she's written on a white sheet of paper, go to the office, transcribe that into the computer, into a black backdrop with white letters, and then I get to read it again. So there's a lot of gap there between me, and it hinders my ability, I believe, to memorize and to learn these things that are very important, which hence why I'm taking notes. So as I face that obstacle and that challenge, I've decided that I want to take as much part in this as I can with my own abilities, as limited as they are. And I was able to find something that's really cool. And excuse me, you guys, but I'm going to have to move this just a little bit. I was able to find something that's really cool and that I believe will help, which is not only the important part, right? Because it's my education, it's my time, I'm going to school for me. I want to help my note taker be able to do things as easy for her, and then for me to be able to read them. And then if I need to write something as well, then I can write myself. So I rack my brain, and I with my vision, I can't see white. I have a very hard time. White hurts my eyes. I have low vision, but sensitivity to brightness. And this is why it's so confusing. It's confusing as it is for me to explain it. It's that much confusing to live with it. And I try to convey this as much to you guys as I can. And I'm trying to show you guys how weird my eyesight is and show you guys better than tell you guys. So I found these notebooks. I'm super excited. I know I sound like a dork right now, but I found these papers that are black with white lines. And we've ordered some white gel pens so that I am able to read the notes from her directly, and she's not having to take an extra step, 1. And then 2, most importantly, if I need to take some notes, if I feel that I can write that day, then I can write as well and be able to memorize and remember and learn those things that are important while I'm taking notes, so that I can remember and be a better student. So as I faced this hurdle, I knocked it down, I figured something out, and I hope that it works. Along with this, my math teacher asked for a grit paper. I was able to track that down today as well on Amazon. If you are visually impaired, or you know someone that's visually impaired and needs this kind of stuff, man, I found it on Amazon just searching keywords and looking for this kind of stuff. And I'm very excited that I got them because I get to do my own work. My week was great. School is, I'm liking it right now. I'm liking being there. I'm really enjoying the company of being with other human beings instead of just being here at home like I usually am after work, just sitting here doing nothing. So I'm really enjoying it. It's been an amazing week. And I look forward to giving you guys a little bit more insight and sharing more with you all the things that I go through. You know, I walk to school from work and I walk back to work, and I've been walking around the campus on my own, and some of the video that I uploaded the other day isn't that great. I'm working on that. Have a little patience with me. Also, I'm a little shy about recording just because I don't like to be disrespectful or make others uncomfortable. I'm already uncomfortable with myself as it is, being 6 foot, carrying a big 6 foot cane, and shades, and just looking, bumping in, making noise. And there's enough of that already, and plus add the camera. So I'm easing my way in, you guys. It's not easy. It makes me feel less than at times being blind. And I know that I'm not, and all of those things I know, but doesn't change the fact that I have those feelings and emotions at times. It's how I react to those feelings and emotions that matters. That's what matters. That's what counts, and I need to get better at that. I'm not saying I'm doing a good job. I need to work on that with everything in general, and that's what I'm attempting to do by going to school, getting out there, pushing myself to walk, pushing myself to be around the campus, to ask questions, to not be shy, to ask for direction, and to take those steps out on myself, and not be scared to get ran over when I cross the street, or be scared but be brave enough to take that step. Being scared is okay. I'm scared every time I'm on that corner, freaked out. Even though I hear no cars, when I take that step onto that street, I just hope I don't get hit. But I'm brave enough to do it. I'm scared as all hell. But I'm brave enough to take that step. And if you're going through something in your life, or you're debating whether you're going back to school, look, I'm 40 years old, losing my eyesight, going to school, working, and raising a son, and maintaining a home, relationship with my wife. It's possible. Where there's a will, there's a way. I didn't have the will for the last 3 years. I've been wanting to coast by and sit around the house and waste time, and that's all it was a waste of time. And yes, the traveling is cool, going and doing all these things, and it's awesome, but when you're not happy on the inside, when you're not happy with your contribution to this earth, when you're not happy with your contribution to society, then I found myself to be very unhappy. And this week, I feel great. I know it's honeymoon stage. I'm just starting. But I really look forward to one day posting my graduation morning with you all and taking you guys along with me on that stage while I graduate. For those of you that haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. For those of you that have, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you all for listening. For those of you that do, I appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, you want to know something in particular, or you just plain old want to be mean and talk smack, go right ahead down there in that comment box. But don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.